Welcome to NoCast by CMUBS, Chiang Mai University Business School, your trusted space for insightful conversations that connect academic research with real-world impact. Here, we bring knowledge to life, exploring ideas, innovations, and inspirations from scholars, students, and professionals across Thailand and beyond. Each episode dives into thought-provoking topics in business, management, and social studies, turning complex research into stories you can relate to and learn from. Whether you're a student, a researcher, or simply someone who loves to learn, NoCast by CMUBS invites you to listen, think, and grow with us. Let's discover new perspectives together, because knowledge is more than information. It's the power to inspire change. You're now listening to NoCast by CMUBS, Chiang Mai University Business School.
So what makes you pick one brand of coffee, or shoes, or, well, anything, over another? You know, it's usually not just the product itself, is it? It's a connection. And today, we're going to unpack the science behind that very connection and show you why it is the real secret to a company's long-term success. So let's just dive right in. I want you to think about a brand you are absolutely loyal to. I mean, you'll go out of your way for it. Is it really just the quality or the price that keeps you coming back time and again? Or is there something deeper going on? The answer to that question is pretty much the key to understanding how truly great companies are built. Well, that something deeper has a name. In the business world, it's called brand equity. It's that extra value, that power that a recognizable name adds to a product. It's the reason you might pay a little more for one thing over an almost identical generic version. It's really the sum of all the feelings, thoughts, and experiences you have with that company. Okay, now let's connect this whole idea to something huge: sustainability. We usually think about sustainability in a pretty specific way, right? But what if we've been missing the most crucial piece of the puzzle all along? For years, the gold standard for a sustainable company has been this idea of the triple bottom line. And it's a great concept. It basically says a company shouldn't just be measured by its profits, but also by its positive impact on people and the planet. We're all pretty familiar with this. But here's the big central idea from the research we're looking at today. What if brand equity is actually the best way to measure a company's sustainability? And why would that be? Well, because it's a direct reflection of how well that company is serving everyone who really matters: its customers, its employees, the whole community. And look, this isn't just some theory pulled out of thin air. This insight comes from a 2022 study that surveyed 433 stakeholders. We're talking about real customers and employees from over 100 different sustainable businesses. So this data is coming directly from the people who actually shape a brand's future. Okay, so if brand equity is the goal, how do we build it? How do we get there? Well, the study breaks it all down into 3 essential ingredients. Think of this as the secret recipe for creating one of those unforgettable brands. All right, let's look at the first 2 ingredients. On one hand, you've got functional benefits. This is all the tangible, practical stuff. A product that works great, a price that's fair, service that's efficient. It's what the company literally does for you. But on the other hand, you have psychological benefits. And this is all about how the company makes you feel. Happy, respected, smart, maybe even like you're part of something important. And the third ingredient, the one that holds it all together, is stakeholder trust. This is just the simple faith that a company has integrity and that it's going to deliver on its promises. I mean, without trust, all those other benefits, whether they're functional or psychological, they just fall apart. It is the absolute foundation of the entire relationship. Okay, so we've got our 3 ingredients: functional benefits, psychological benefits, and trust. Now for the fun part. Let's see how they all combine to create that secret sauce for a powerful, unforgettable brand. So what's really crucial here is how these ingredients work together. You have to start with a solid base of functional benefits. I mean, your product has to work, your service needs to be reliable. But honestly, that's just the price of admission. The real power, the magic, happens when you start layering on the other 2 elements. And here it is. This is probably the most important finding from the entire study. When the researchers measured the direct impact these things had on brand equity, just look at the difference. They found that psychological benefits had a way stronger impact than functional benefits. It's not even a close race. Let's just pause on that for a second. This quote from the researchers says it all. Perfectly. How you make your customers and your employees feel has a stronger, more direct impact on your brand's long-term success than what you actually tangibly provide. That right there is the heart of this entire explainer. So where does trust fit in? What's its role? Well, it turns out trust is the ultimate amplifier. It acts like a bridge or a catalyst. It takes both the functional and the psychological benefits and just makes their impact on brand equity even stronger. It's what makes the whole recipe really work.
Okay, this is all fascinating stuff, but so what, right? What does it actually mean in the real world? How can you take this and apply it? Let's break down the practical takeaways.
All right, here it is, your new playbook. First off, shift your focus. Move beyond just what you do and start concentrating on how you make people feel. Second, connect the dots. For your employees, make sure that good working conditions, that's a functional benefit, actually lead to genuine happiness at work, a psychological one. Third, make trust your number one priority. It is non-negotiable, it is the glue. And finally, start tracking brand equity as a core metric for your company's health. So if you remember just one thing from all this, please make it this. What you do definitely matters. Of course it does. But for long-term sustainable success, how you make people feel matters so much more. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Which companies in your life go beyond just giving you a product or a service? Which ones actually make you feel understood, respected, and genuinely valued? Because those are the brands that have figured this out. Those are the ones that have mastered this recipe, and those are the brands that are truly built to last.
Thank you for listening to NoCast by CMUBS, Chiang Mai University Business School. We hope today's episode inspired you to see knowledge in a new light, as something you can use, share, and grow with. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our channel for more conversations that bridge ideas, innovation, and impact. You can also connect with us on social media to stay updated on upcoming episodes and research insights from CMUBS. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep discovering, because every idea has the power to make a difference. This is NoCast by CMUBS, signing off with knowledge that inspires change.